Cavendish, you're a freaking bro. You helped out Rebecca in that time of need, and I respect a character that's willing to help out. I mean, as we saw so far from Cavendish's character, he seemed very stuck up and like he only cared for himself, which he technically still does. But you can see that he technically has a good heart, because he stood up in front of the entire audience, yelled at them for making fun of Rebecca, putting them down, saying, if you don't like her so much and if you hate her, why don't you come down here and try to kill her? That's what he said, and that really, the words he said was good. And that makes me respect Cavendish's character a lot more after that entire sentence. And I know a lot of people that probably watched this episode were like, hell yes, that's what I wanted to say, and you're glad Cavendish pretty much said that. He was like the audience, us, as the watcher. That's what Cavendish pretty much was playing as in this episode, what he said. I like how he shut up the entire audience and everybody just started cheering for him, which was freaking funny, and I like the comedy in that entire scene. And so, overall, the episode was good. Now, the animation could have been a little bit better. It wasn't the best thing I've ever seen, and the animation of this entire episode definitely was low budget. Not as good as a couple other episodes we saw beforehand. So I can't really compliment the animation. There was only certain scenes that really had good animation, like one scene with Don Flamingo, and then there was another scene with Rebecca, and that's really all the good major spikes of animation we had of this episode. Now, what was the main key points of this episode? What was the main plot points that really progressed with this episode? So we get to see a future look at 3 major enemies underneath Don Flamingo: Treble, Diamante, and Pika, which I like a lot. I like the way they design their characters, and I like the way they look in the anime. It looks really fucking badass, and I like the background art they used for that scene. That was one scene, actually, the animation was really good, and I like that a lot. The music of this episode, the music choice, I like it a lot, especially that ending part with the Rebecca scene where you see her fighting by herself, and she's having flashbacks of the toy soldier helping her out and training her when in the rain. I love those scenes. Now, I want to talk about it real quick, okay? I like how they're really pacing out Rebecca's build-up. It's really good. I mean, in the manga, I kind of didn't care for Rebecca, honestly, but with this, the way they're showing it in the anime, I'm able to care more about her character, and I love the progression with her development we are getting, and I like that a lot. And so, one thing we do get to see in this episode is that you should not mess with Rebecca. She is a really strong character, just because she's a female character, and usually in One Piece, if we know by now, there's a lot of weak main good female characters, for instance, and so, we have to think about this. Rebecca's the first, like, physical, strong female character we've seen in quite a long time, and I like that a lot with the way Oda has designed her character. Maybe she could be future Straw Hat material, we never know, but still, the point I'm getting at is that I love the way they're really developing it. Even though it was slow and not much progression, it was a good episode here and there, and I like it for the most part, so I can't really complain about it, but I'm interested to find out more about Don Flamingo's past. Hopefully they explain that very soon, because I'm getting very interested, especially with how, you know, you have Law pinned up on the fucking ground, you have Fujitora using his gravity move, or whatever it's called, hold him to the ground, and then you had Dolphy about to do the killer blow to Law, and Fujitora saved him, so I like that a lot. So anyways, everybody, tell me your thoughts on this episode of One Piece. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite moments about it? Love all of you so much. Please be safe. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Chibi out.